Welcome back to the seniors routine. We all love a good shortcut, don't we? After a long day, there's nothing easier than taking last night's dinner out of the fridge and hitting that 2-minute button on the microwave. It saves money, it saves time, and it stops food waste. It feels like the sensible and responsible thing to do. But what if I told you that this simple, daily habit could be staging a silent raid on your health, specifically on an organ we rarely think about until it is too late, the pancreas? Today, we are diving into some vital food chemistry. We are going to uncover 5 common foods that, when reheated the wrong way, transform from a healthy meal into a source of inflammation and oxidative stress. If you are over 60, protecting your pancreas is one of the best things you can do for your longevity. Let's look at how to keep your kitchen safe. The first hidden danger lies in reheated oils. Let's start with the medium we use to cook. Think about those leftover Sunday cutlets or the fried potatoes from the local diner. Most of us just pop them back in the pan or the microwave to get that crunch back. Here is the biological reality. When vegetable oils like sunflower or corn oil are heated, they begin to break down. But when you reheat them a second time, a toxic cascade is unleashed. This process creates aldehydes and free radicals. Think of free radicals like tiny, microscopic bullets bouncing around inside your body. They can damage your DNA and cause systemic inflammation. Your pancreas is incredibly sensitive to this state. It is like pouring sand into a fine-tuned engine. Eventually, the parts start to wear down. My advice is simple: never reuse frying oil. It is a one-and-done deal. If you need to reheat something crispy, use an air fryer or a conventional oven without adding extra oil. Your pancreas will thank you. The second food might surprise you because it is the ultimate health food: spinach. The issue isn't the spinach itself, but the chemistry of nitrates. Leafy greens like spinach, chard, and even celery are naturally rich in nitrates. These are perfectly fine when fresh. However, if cooked greens sit at room temperature or are stored for too long and then reheated, bacteria convert those nitrates into nitrites. Under high heat, these can turn into nitrosamines. Why does this matter? Nitrosamines are known carcinogens. They put an enormous detoxification burden on your system. For those of us over 60, our bodies do not bounce back from cellular stress as quickly as they used to. My recommendation is to cook only what you plan to eat in one sitting. If you do have leftovers, the safest and often tastiest option is to eat them cold in a salad or a green smoothie. You get all the nutrients without any of the reheating risk. Next, let's talk about the rice risk. Rice is a staple in many of our homes, but it hides a secret: a bacterium called Bacillus cereus. These bacteria produce spores that are remarkably resistant to the heat of cooking. The real danger begins after the rice is cooked. If rice sits on the counter to cool down for too long, those spores wake up and produce toxins. Here is the critical point: those toxins are heat resistant. Reheating the rice might kill the bacteria, but the toxin stays behind. This can lead to food poisoning that causes massive inflammation in your digestive system. Because of the connection between your gut and your pancreas, a stressed gut means a stressed pancreas. To handle rice safely, cool it down quickly by spreading it thin on a tray and get it in the refrigerator within an hour. When you reheat it, make sure it is steaming hot all the way through, and never reheat it a second time. Our fourth food is a staple of the leftover world: chicken. Chicken is a fantastic source of protein, but the microwave is often its worst enemy. Microwaves are notorious for heating unevenly, creating cold spots where bacteria like Salmonella or Campylobacter can survive. An infection from poorly reheated poultry is a massive stress event for a senior's immune system. It triggers a body-wide inflammatory battle that exhausts your organs, including the pancreas. My guidance is to avoid the microwave for large pieces of poultry. Instead, shred your leftover chicken into a cold wrap or a fresh salad. If you must have it hot, use a skillet on low heat or a toaster oven to ensure it reaches a safe internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit in every part. Finally, we come to the humble potato. When potatoes are cooked and then cooled, some of their starch transforms into resistant starch. This is actually a wonderful thing. It feeds your beneficial gut bacteria and helps moderate blood sugar spikes. However, when you reheat those potatoes, especially by frying them again, you destroy a significant portion of this beneficial starch. Without it, reheated potatoes cause a much faster and higher blood sugar spike. Your pancreas is the organ that must respond by releasing a large surge of insulin. If your diet habitually triggers these spikes, you are putting your pancreas under constant exhaustion. Additionally, reheating starchy foods at high heat can increase levels of acrylamide, a potential carcinogen. The healthiest way to eat leftover potatoes is cold, such as in a potato salad, which maximizes the resistant starch. If you do need to reheat them, do it gently with steam or low power. Protecting your health after 60 is not about making massive, impossible changes. It is about these small, daily choices in the kitchen. By cooling your food quickly, avoiding the reuse of oils, and choosing to eat certain leftovers cold, you are significantly lowering the inflammatory load on your body. You are giving your pancreas a chance to stay healthy and strong for the long haul. Remember, prevention is built on the sum of hundreds of small choices you make every single day. Think of your body as a long-term investment. After 6 decades of hard work, your organs deserve a little extra care and a more mindful pace. It is not just about avoiding risks. It is about creating an environment where your body can thrive. When we talk about the pancreas, we are talking about the engine room of your metabolism. By following these simple reheating rules, you are essentially reducing the friction in that engine. But let us take it a step further. While managing leftovers is a crucial piece of the puzzle, consider how these habits fit into your broader lifestyle. Are you staying hydrated throughout the day to help your kidneys and pancreas flush out toxins? Are you incorporating a short walk after your meals to help your body manage those insulin levels naturally? Every bit of movement and every glass of water works in harmony with the safe cooking habits we discussed today. We often hear that we are what we eat, but the truth is, we are also how we prepare what we eat. Science is constantly evolving, and what we thought was a harmless kitchen habit 20 years ago is now being viewed through a new lens of longevity and cellular health. Embracing these changes does not mean you have to give up the foods you love. It simply means you are becoming a more sophisticated guardian of your own well-being. Take a moment tomorrow to look at your kitchen routine. Maybe you will decide to make a smaller batch of rice. Or perhaps you will try that cold chicken salad instead of reaching for the microwave. These moments of mindfulness are where true health is won. You have worked hard to reach this stage of life, and you deserve to enjoy it with energy, clarity, and comfort. Knowledge is power, and now you have the power to protect your health with every single meal. Do not let the convenience of a microwave oven dictate the future of your health. Be patient with yourself as you build these new habits. Share this information with your friends and family, because staying healthy is a journey we should all take together. Take care of yourselves. Stay curious about your health, and stay tuned for our next routine as we continue to navigate the best years of our lives together.